Hi everybody. All right, our next character challenge worksheet will be visualization. For everybody that is a beginner and in level 1, your first task will be completing this piece of paper, this section right here. The second task for those of you that are level 2 and above, so all of the high blue belts, all the way up to black belts, you will have to memorize the saying, which is winning black belts learn to practice, mentally rehearse, and visualize the successful outcomes of activities. The mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is vividly imaged. Winning black belts learn to pre-play and replay performance to anchor success. After you have those two things done, if you're level 2 and above, then everybody's third task, whether you're in level 1, basic, black belt, what have you, everybody is going to do a poster. We're going to go over this sheet really quickly as well. So in this middle section, to complete the sheet for turn in, you need to fill out this section describing what you will look like when you receive your black belt. Now, the key to the visualization is making sure that it is not bland, it's not generic. So you shouldn't be turning in papers that say, man, it'll be, man, I'll just be so cool and I'll be taller than I was, hopefully. No, that's not what you want to do. What you want to make sure that you do is you describe in as much detail as you can. What is the heat from the lights like? Can you see the audience? Who's in the audience? Who tested with you? What form did you do? Did you do an open hand form? Did you do a weapons form? Do you see your mom and dad? Is your whole family there? Is your whole family even living in the state? Are they all in that front row cheering you on? How is the tenseness in your muscles? Did you hear the pop of your kick? Were you kicking head level? Was it vertical? Did you drop into the splits? How did you feel? Were you excited? Were you exhausted? Were you relieved? Were you ecstatic? You want to use as much details as you can to really anchor that visualization in your head. And that really helps bring to life that vision that you have for yourself. The last part that everybody has to do in order for this to be turned in, so we need both of these turned in at the same time, is you're going to do a poster. 22 by 14 is one size. 18 by 24 is another good size. And I would not go maybe lower than like a large print size, which is 11 by 16. Anywhere in those ranges is good. What you're going to do with those is your visualization poster is going to be like it says, a visual representation of your goals. So for example, you don't have to write it, but somewhere we should know that this is your visualization. Say this is my poster. Visualization. So I want to have visualization somewhere up there. I also want to make sure that somewhere on there is me as I picture myself as a black belt. Now you guys don't have to, this is just for the example. You don't necessarily have to draw yourselves, but you want to have somewhere on there an image of you as that black belt that you see yourself as. In my image of myself as a black belt, my arms have grown twice as long. Whatever you want to do. You also want to have, just like we talked about in those different goals, I want somewhere on my poster to be maybe my school goal. So I'll have over here, maybe I'll have a bunch of pictures of tests and homeworks that I've turned in. And all of them are like A+, or they're 4s, or they're smiley faces, they're explosions. However the teachers are grading me, that's what I want on there, explosion. So maybe this is my school goal. Then somewhere else on my poster, I want, for my adults that aren't in school, I want my work goal. So I'll say, you know, maybe this is my I don't even know if they give certificates, but it's a certificate of promotion. I'm getting moved up and it's got a bunch of writing and that fancy seal deal that they have at the bottom that's like, oh man, you're super awesome. And then somewhere else on your poster, you want, like we talked about, personal goals. Maybe one of your personal goals was playing the guitar. So you have on there, you have a picture of a guitar somewhere and it's got all the guitar strings. And maybe you have some music notes on there that are coming out of it. Then, you know, you have maybe of your family goals. Maybe some of you guys, what we've seen in the past is you saying, you know, I want to live in this kind of house, and it's got a, you know, if that's the kind of thing you're into, it's got a fountain in the middle of it or something. You know, whatever kind of house do you want to live in? My house is smaller because I like small houses. I don't really need a mansion. But maybe you want a mansion with bushes that somebody has to come and trim. What have you? So we want to see as much visual imagery on your poster as we can. Once all those are done, you can take a picture of them, send them in to your Google Classroom, and then you'll be able to get your stripes.